G'day guys, it's Nathan Birch here from B.Invested.com.au, and today I'm here to talk to you about questions and answers that have been asked in from our Facebook page. And if you haven't subscribed to the Facebook page, the link's below. You might be wondering what is B.Invested and what do we do. Basically we're here as a group of investors that help other people, help educate people in a no BS approach, just on how you can actually build a property portfolio, become financially independent and be able to tell your boss where to go sooner. So with it today I'm answering a question from Ed Hodge. The question is, hi Nathan, my question is for young people with limited capital and a low income that want to get started. It seems like a lifetime away before I'll actually be able to have a deposit saved up for an investment property, and the banks aren't going to favour lending to a 19-year-old with no assets. If you could provide me with some guidance in this area, this would be much appreciated. Well, Ed, we've got a problem there, and you've got the problem. The problem is that it's your mindset, mate. It's from my side. I bought my first property when I was 18-year-old, and it's something that I never had a big income. My income at the time was like $35,000 a year. I think the issue that you may have there, I'll say just in a very jovial and fun way, is a mindset thing. Don't think that the banks won't lend you money to purchase a property and to realise your dreams. There are lenders out there which will lend to you. The main thing is that you've got a good lender behind you, whether it be a bank manager or a finance manager at a bank, or whether it be a good mortgage broker that will be able to help you get that loan. The thing there is, depending on how low your income is, the thing that the bank will look at is your income, and whether you've got a full-time employment, self-employed, casual, part-time, studying, whatever. There are always options there to help you build that property portfolio. When I first started, I think it was about 35 grand a year income that I was on. I wanted to boost that up and really ramp up my investing, and what I thought back at the time was, if I worked at an average wage, this is 2002 remind you, of $40,000 a year for 10 years, if I went and got 2 jobs, had $40,000 a year income from 2 jobs, that'd be like 20 years worth of life. What I realised at that point is, if I was doing that 20 years worth of income in 10 years, what would that mean? Is that I've only got expenses for those 10 years. It's like I'm having double the amount of income, but not even double the amount of expenses. So with it, it's something that for getting the deposit, there's many ways of getting a deposit saved up, and I think an important fact is to make sure that you budget well. Having a good, strong budget. I used to budget down to everything. And I used to, people say to me, Nathan, when people get a level of success or get money or whatever, they're normally wankers or whatever. You're so down to earth. The reason being is that when I first started investing in property, for me, I realised exactly what every cent meant, because I had to go out there and earn it hard work. And for me, I used to think to myself, if I had to go out and work an hour, I'm going to get $15, $20, whatever it was at the time that I was getting per hour, what would that mean to me? And if I went out to go and buy a new pair of shoes for $100, if I went out and bought a CD for 20 or 30 bucks, if I went and bought something, do I really need to pick up that item and have it today? Can I live with it, or can I live without it? And it all came down to budgeting. I was very, very frugal when I first started investing, and it was a delayed gratification that I did have at a period of time. And some people would say, oh Nathan, you're being silly, or I don't know why you're doing that for. You only live once, enjoy it. All the people around you, your colleagues, your family, your friends, could be telling you negative things like that. With it, I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm very happy and content with where I am today. Do I think that I'm where I want to be? No. I think the best years lay ahead of me. However, I do have a respect for the money, and always used to budget very carefully. And as today, even though the money and assets and all that sort of stuff has grown, I haven't changed my lifestyle dramatically to go out and have a yacht, a boat, 10 cars, all that sort of stuff. I buy things that are below market value, And it's important that when starting out, it can be hard, but don't get disheartened by that. You can look around your house and go, okay, I've got a car, I've got this, what can I sell, what can I minimise, how can I streamline myself to actually be ready to go out and buy property. So it could be selling off the $20,000 car and taking some cash and buying a $5,000 car. It could be a matter of going, okay, I'm not going to go out, I'm going to have a good solid budget, I'm going to have fun, but I'm not going to go and spend money on an addiction of shoes. People laugh at me because I always wear thongs. I don't spend all money on shoes, I do sometimes, but yeah, everyone has spending habits, and I've seen people that have been very successful and that have never earned over $50,000 a year. And it just depends on what you can do as far as budgeting. If you want to email me on the address below, and I can get the girls from my office to send you a copy of a budget template that I made up, which was based on a budget that I set up for myself going back when I first started. And I think I actually made the budget template when I was about 15 years old. So I'm 28 years old now. I've been using that and living by that for that time of my life. And it's about half my life that I've been working by that. And for me, it's very important. Even to this day, I do have a budget. Things have changed a lot, but I still adhere to that sort of budgeting to make sure that I'm on top of my cash flow, finances, and pushing myself further and further ahead. So I hope I've helped you out, giving you a bit of insight on and motivation. First of all, you can do it. Don't think the banks won't lend to you. Don't think that you can't do it. Don't think that you've got too low of an income. I don't know what you earn, but I'm confident that if you have a minimum wage in the country, working full time with a minimum wage, you focus on your cash flow in and out, you'd be able to get there. So with it, all the best with it. I appreciate the questions, and if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comment box below, or if you're watching the video and want to ask some questions, go onto our Facebook page, which is on the link below, and we'll catch up shortly.